All right, R.A.T Lift's first YouTube video on bracing and how to apply it to deadlift and squat. First thing we're gonna talk about is a couple of cues. The easiest one is something I learned from my coach. Take your thumbs, stick them in your side, okay? Press them in between your ribs and your hip bone, and then you're going to press them out forcefully. Okay, you can do this yourself right now. That's the sensation we should feel when we're bracing, almost like you're trying to squeeze out a fart. All right, so air and press out. Okay, that's one way to think about it. Another one is like if someone's gonna punch you in the gut, what do? You do one of those, right? You get your air, you compact yourself, all right? That transfers completely to the bracing we're gonna do, all right? So I like to think of it as lats, abs, obliques, serratus, all this stuff compacts into one. And yeah, like right here, I'm saying like this, your head isn't gonna come with it too. You're still gonna have a proud head. So all your torso becomes a solid unit. So contrary to that, what we see a lot of people do, we're talking about with deadlift, this sort of position, like really proud chest, arch in the back, particularly in the lower back, because when you get under maximal load, what's gonna be the first thing that happens is your back is gonna round. We don't want that. We want to immobilize and stabilize our torso by making ourselves compact and bracing properly. So with that, air, where are we breathing? We're not breathing tall into our chest. We see a lot of people, they'll breathe really tall. They'll do that thing where they like spread their arms out and like really retract, and they come down, and it's the same thing. We don't want to be extended. We want to be compact, okay? So the air is gonna come low into the guts, all right? Nasal breathing really helps with it. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm starting to lean more towards it. So compact air, neutral, hold that position, neutral, okay? Yeah, there's a little bit of thoracic curvature because that's natural. Her head is neutral. She's not overly tucked. She's not looking up at the sky. It's this neutral lumbar and this hinging into her hips that's gonna get us the best leverage, okay? So she's gonna put it all together one more time. She's gonna get her air nice and low. She's compacting herself, hinging to the bar, neutral spine, press through the floor with your legs, all right? That's fundamentally it. That's how to apply bracing to a deadlift. Okay, now applying bracing to a squat. This is not a squat setup video. This is just how to apply a good brace to your squat. It's gonna look different for everyone. These are the fundamentals. So same things apply. We're breathing low, we are compacting ourselves, and we are keeping our lower back, our lumbar neutral, keeping our hips under us, glutes engaged. This is what we want it to look like. So blah, 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 get under the bar. So right here, most important thing, setup, okay? So she's going to breathe low, get compact, and she's bringing her hips under her, okay? She stands erect, okay? She's straight up and down, walk out, okay? She's going to rebreathe and rebrace, okay? This is the final one. She's gonna breathe low, stay compact, not going to extend her lower back. She's going to hinge into her hips and her hamstrings. Textbook. Now what we don't want to see is this. Get under the bar. Very common. Lots of arch, extension. No. Okay, walk out. Still very arched, breath high in the chest. Extending, booty popping on the way down. And we have a lot of that hip movement. Okay, go ahead one more time. Notice the first thing that moves when she comes up is her hips. So why is that bad? All right, so when we start out in that extended position and you're in, say like you're going for a squat PR and we have that breath really high and we're super extended and you go down and it feels good all the way into the hole because it feels strong, but then you go to drive out of it and you're in a disadvantaged position because you're already extended, okay? Your back is not meant to maintain that position under that much load. It's just not, okay? So you're here, and then you go to come up out of it, and then your back starts to round, and then you eventually are gonna have to bail it forward, all right? So if you're feeling your squats in your back, it's probably what you're doing. Rather, like we talked about before with our bracing, okay, is everything working as a solid unit and we stay compact, it is a stronger position. So again, air low, hips are pulled through, and she sits into it. Notice how little, there's none of that butt wink, none of that hip movement. She's sitting into her glutes and her hamstrings. Her back is staying neutral, protected, and strong, and she's able to transfer that energy directly into the bar. Textbook. Okay. What do I say now?
R.A.T lifts.
R.A.T lifts.